Hey there everybody, I got my box today. You know what that means? Video Games Monthly Unboxing. Video Games Monthly is your monthly subscription box for sweet retro games. It starts off at $34.99 with an $8 shipping and handling fee. You'll be able to get a large list of sweet retro games from the past. We talked about the Atari 2600, the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, all the way up to the Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii U, and the PS3. Got handheld consoles? Not a problem. Video Games Monthly has games for those too. Nintendo Game Boy Color, PSP, Video Games Monthly got you covered. Once you get your box, make sure you mark down the games you already own so that each and every month there's something new and exciting and you don't always get the same games. Whether you're a collector or someone like me who enjoys streaming these games, be sure to subscribe to Video Games Monthly today. Alrighty then, so let's get this started with the unboxing. Alrighty then, first off on this list is Test Drive Overdrive 2. Not really big on Test Drive these days. It's actually pretty rare. This is actually one of the few racing games out there other than, let's say, Gran Turismo, which is another popular racing game. It does say that this is the only game to include the world famous Hummer, as you can see on this, well, if you can, on this text right here. Other than that, this is going to be very interesting to try out this game. I did play an off-road racing game, but it wasn't Test Drive, and this might be pretty exciting at all. And keeping the theme with driving games, hey! Time to get crazy with Crazy Taxi, y'all! Yes, definitely one of the biggest games I have received today. Of course, there are other big games as well, but nothing as big as Crazy Taxi. I've always enjoyed playing Crazy Taxi in the arcades. I've always enjoyed the soundtrack that they play. I think that's the one of the few games that introduced... Well, I apologize. That introduced me to Offspring. It's just so outstanding. Of course, I could be able to play this on the PlayStation 4 PS Now, but it's nothing compared to getting the actual disc, so to say. And it's also Sega All-Star right here. So I believe this is a Sega Dreamcast version of Greatest Hits. So definitely, this is actually pretty awesome. We're actually hitting up on a high mark. Speaking of nostalgia, well, here's a game that pretty much brings me some nostalgic indeed. It is Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally. Oh my goodness. This is actually very interesting for a couple of reasons. First off, this is one of the few Looney Tunes games that I've really played back then when I was a kid. Second, it involved two of my favorite Looney Tunes characters, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Back then, I was actually a huge fan of their cartoon series and pretty huge on Roadrunner. I've always thought that I would be a Roadrunner indeed. And another interesting fact is, unlike all the other Super Nintendo games that I have received in which it just came in the box, this one comes in one of those retro-looking rental packages you would get. Yes, the ones in which you rent out the game, they give you in this type of package, and you play the crap out of it for a couple of days before extending your rental or giving it back, and then it will grab this and store it with the other games. Such huge nostalgia off of this. I really enjoy it. This is something I definitely would like to be able to play in the future. Well, it may not be big, but it's still in package and in great condition. It is Luxor. Yeah. This is a game that I really play a lot on PC rather than on a console. It's actually very interesting whenever you take a puzzle game like Luxor or Peggle and you put them on home consoles. Usually PCs are usually superior to certain games. I know puzzle games are usually great for PC. Unfortunately, this isn't a game in which I'm pretty much going to be playing on the console. and something that is not that interesting as well, but a great addition to my collection, something that maybe I could be able to take time on my own to play, and pretty much, you know, see how much level this game will have. Is it more than the PC? Is it less than the PC? Are there going to be some special challenges? Well, we'll see. Alrighty then, and lastly, wow! Oh my goodness, folks, check this out. Yes, Grand Theft Auto 3. Oh my goodness, huge nostalgia indeed. So fun fact, I never owned a PS2. I would usually go to my brothers to play their PS2, except my next door neighbor didn't have the Grand Theft Auto 3. We have to go to our neighbor who lives one floor above us to play Grand Theft Auto 3, and this game really brings so much joy. It's one of the it marked the start of Grand Theft Auto great hit series. Started with Grand Theft Auto 3, then we got Vice City, then there was San Andreas, which is pretty much the peak in PlayStation 2, and so on and so forth with Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 and such. I so much enjoyed playing the crap out of this game, and I really do enjoy causing a lot of chaos and havoc. It's very outstanding and fascinating if you think about it. How much joy we have just running over people, causing so much mayhem and havoc. All the cheat codes that we could have, that we started to go on the internet. This actually pretty much introduced me to the internet and the cheat codes. So no doubt, this is if we could be able to do this on stream with no radio whatsoever, I'm down with it. Lastly, every box usually comes with a novelty gift, and right now I have gotten myself a Video Games Monthly pen. Yeah, Video Games Monthly always sends great novelty gifts or something that you could be able to use on your daily life. Mine's actually either got damaged or lost, so yes, definitely this is going to be able to help me out when I'm at my job. So thank you so much, Video Games Monthly. Alrighty then, so that's all the games that I have from Video Games Monthly, but again, your box may contain something different, something rare, and something exciting. So, what are you waiting for? Just head off to videogamesmonthly.com, of course. It starts off at $34.99 with an additional $8 shipping fee, and you could be able to get some sweet games sent to your home, just like what I've gotten from my box. So, what are you waiting for? Head off to videogamesmonthly.com, subscribe, and tell your boy Floyd Xeno has sent you.